If Steve could talk us through the game as you saw it from SJK.
Yeah, I thought we started off really well. I think we had 3 or 4 good chances the first 10-15 minutes. We started off really well, and on another day we get at least one. So really disappointed that we've not put any of our chances away. I think after that, EIF came into the game a little bit and got a little bit more compact and started blocking up in the middle, but we still found our way into the pockets and down the sides quite well. It was just the final touch wasn't there, the final pass wasn't there. But what I would say is Almeida's had a great game. He's saved so many shots. He's commanded the box well. He's slowed the game down, killed the momentum a bunch of times really well, which shows his experience and his knowledge of what to do in key moments. So I think first half we were really strong. Second half, I think EIF came out a little bit more compact and a little bit more of the ball, but without really getting too much up. I thought the subs when like Palace came on, there was a little bit more pace down the sides, and sometimes when we were forcing passes through the middle, they could steal it and get out and transition down the sides a little bit better. And then obviously we make a few sloppy turnovers, they get a corner, score, and then last 15 we just kind of chuck everything we've got at it. And thankfully Big Fallouz scored from a corner, and if you can't win, then don't lose. So disappointed that obviously we've not won, but I think credit to EIF because they competed, they stuck in the game, they defended the box pretty well in the second half in particular. So yeah, disappointed we haven't won, but I don't know if we did enough because Almeida's had a great game. So congratulations to him.
Christian, same question to you. Talk us through the game as you saw it.
Yeah, I think Stevie talked quite good again about the game, but like he said, we had the problem in the first half. We were a little bit too low. We could not get pressure on the ball, and then the lines, between the lines, it was a lot of space, so they could play in and then out from there, and then we could not even imitate the attackers' movement in the box. We were ball watching, and they had a few good chances that I think they should have scored. But like Stevie said, Almeida made some good saves. Then in the second half, we spoke in the half time that we need to be more compact and force them outside. And I think we managed that well, and I think SJK had a feeling that the gaps were still in the middle, and they tried to force it a little bit, and we could win the ball there and counter on them. And we scored a fantastic corner, and then we had also some good counter-attacks with the final pass a little bit lacking the quality, because it's also when we haven't won games and scored so many goals, maybe you are a little bit rushing the decisions there. But overall, I'm very proud with the players, and they should also be proud. They don't need to put their head down, because I had a feeling at the end that we could score even the 2-1 goal. So, but now we have a small break, and we continue in 2 weeks.
Stevie, you are now 4th in the series and just 3 points away from Ilves.
Goals to try and finish in the European places. So yeah, if we finish top 3, then I think we're in Europe, or I think maybe third's the playoff final. It just depends on the Cups Turku Cup final. But yeah, the objective is to try and finish in European places. I think at minimum we have a playoff. So it's just a case of accumulating as many points as possible and how high we can finish, and then we'll see what happens. So we've got a big 5 games in front of us. I think credit to our players, because these games are difficult to play in, and we've managed to pick up a point when it would be really easy to go 1-0 down and lose. So we're happy with that, but we've been really good in the big games. Our performances against Cups in the main have been good, particularly the Cup semi-final we played well. Away to Ilves we won and we drew, so we beat them at home. Hoiko we've been unlucky, because I think at home we dominated them in the first game, which was 3-3, and I think there's no question we should have won that game clearly. But the second game was just the game got away for us with 10 minutes to go, and it's ended up 4-1 somehow. So we've done well against the teams who are above us, which gives us confidence. Haka are obviously a really difficult opponent because they're so solid defensively. I think Andy's done an unbelievable job of getting them organised and competitive, and UC knows what he's doing with VPS. They're always a tough opponent, so we've got a big 5 games in front of us, but they're games where we've played well in. like over this season. So we'll look forward to them and see what happens.
And we have 6 points to Lahti. It kind of feels like a big gap, but then again, 2 wins and we are even with them. What you thought about that?
Yeah, and I think the most important thing is that we build from this performance now and don't look so much about the points because we cannot control the final result. We can just control the things what is happening in the trainings and then also in the actions in the games what we do, and this is what we only have to focus on. The points will be what they are when the season ends. So.
Christian, ni gjorde lite ändringar i laguppställningen, men Franco och Samuel fick ju starta för första gången i 2 år kanske också. Men Arttu på en lite ny position idag. Hur tyckte du att de
Arttu spelar på samma position som han spelade mot HJK. Det var en ny position, men Arttu efter 25 minuter så gick inte hans puls ned. Så att vi måste ta ut honom efter där 40 minuter eller vad det var. Och sen Frank ville vi få in lite duellspel, för jag tyckte vi var lite mjuka mot Ilves. Och han gjorde väl en helt OK insats, för det var hans första match från start och ja, så att inget speciellt, men jag tyckte de borde få chansen idag och helt OK.
Vad ser du att som ni kommer att lägga fokus nu på de här kommande veckorna innan slutserien?
Nej, vi får, som jag sa här, att vi får fortsätta och bygga på det vårt försvarsspel, att vi håller tätt och sen lite slipa anfallsspelet sen då vi kan ställa om, att vi kan ytor och hur vi ska försöka vara lite mer farliga på det. Och sen är det också att I don't know if it's happened ever that in a corner situation we lose 2 guys, and we know that SJK has good headers. So it was like how we could defend that one.
I thought the same thing when the 2 of them went off.
I didn't like, and I
thought the same thing. I was like, there's 2 guys off, we're definitely scoring.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I've never seen anything like that.
And even if Benjamin shouted to Vaini at the back that he heard that it's coming to the back post, but you know, a good guy with the head, so it's not easy, and he can freely come against a Sono guy with speed. So, and it was a great header, so well deserved. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, kiitos.